Building codes require damproofing or waterproofing when the interior floor level is below the exterior grade level. NUDURA Dampproofing Waterproofing is a self-adhesive peel and stick membrane designed for below-grade dampproofing and waterproofing applications. NUDURA offers two types of membrane. The summer grade adheres to the EPS foam in weather conditions of 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius and above. The winter grade membrane can be applied to the NUDURA EPS foam in temperatures as low as 14 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 10 degrees Celsius. To install, ensure that the wall surface is smooth, dry, free from dust and dirt, and any other impurities that could be on the wall. If the EPS foam surface has been exposed to sunlight for extended periods of time, the resulting yellow dust coating must be fully removed in order for the membrane to adhere properly. Installation works most efficiently with a two-person crew, one handling the material from each side. Establish the finished grade level around the entire perimeter of the building using a chalk line or a marker. Begin material installation by cutting strips of membrane 16 to 24 inches or 406 to 610 millimeters in width. Fold strips in half vertically. These will be used to pre-seal all inside and outside corner conditions. At each inside corner, starting at the footing level, peel and release paper away and apply the strips in a shingle-like fashion from the base to the top of the corner, installing the strips vertically so that an equal amount of material is applied to either side of the corner. Take care to press the fold tightly into the corner so that no air pockets are trapped behind. Then press or roll the membrane flat to the wall surfaces on either side using a plastic roller as necessary. Each strip of material should lap the strip below it by 6 inches or 152 millimeters. Continue application and lapping of the strips to the grade line. Next, select an outside corner and measure from the chalk line to the footing. For sloping grade lines, measure to the longest side of the membrane. Roll out the membrane on a flat surface and cut it to the required length. You should note that depending upon the prevailing code requirements, it may be necessary to cut sufficient length of dampproofing or waterproofing membrane material to wrap the membrane downward over the outer exposed edge of the footing and slightly down its vertical surface. Peel back the release paper about 1 foot or 305 millimeters. Align the top edge of the membrane with the chalk line. Ensure one side of the membrane extends past the corner by approximately half the width of the strip. Use the score lines and the form face as guides to keep the membrane vertical while installing. Continue down the surface of the wall by further peeling back the release paper and pressing and/or rolling the membrane into position. Repeat the process down the length of the wall to the footing. Now press the membrane into place down the opposing wall from the corner, following the same steps as previously mentioned. For service or utility penetrations, cut a 12 by 12 inch or 305 by 305 millimeter piece of membrane, then use the pipe as a template to cut 2 cross-cut slits at the perimeter of the membrane. Peel the backing paper away once the piece has been placed over the pipe to avoid it sticking, and slide the piece into place. Press the membrane piece firmly into place, sealing the flaps against the pipe. Next, you can now start to install full sheets of membrane on the wall. Be sure to overlap the membrane by about 2 inches or 50 millimeters, as indicated by the blue lines that are drawn on each edge of the membrane. This will ensure correct overlap of the membrane. Press the membrane's upper edge into place, gradually peeling the backing away. Proceed downward, pressing the membrane into place, working from the middle towards the outside of each sheet, downwards towards the footing. For sites with coarse backfill or risk of sharp edge aggregates, NUDURA recommends that a backfill protection layer be installed. Also, depending upon local prevailing code, the backfill protection layer may be required to be a formal drainage layer as well. Consult with your local building official and your local NUDURA distributor to be sure.